Tuesdays, isn't it?
Thursday, isn't it?
Shh.
He's fired. Who's that? Who's that?
Sanj.
Welcome to the video, Duke. Good morning and welcome to today's video. Welcome to Bike Fit Tuesdays on a Tuesday.
He does that. Talks to himself. About 6 months ago, for us to kind of like understand his position in preparation for a new bike purchase, and he went to go and see little Bobby Quick. That's the result.
Yeah.
Very lovely it is too.
I had the budget to either basically fix up my late dad's car or do something else.
Yep.
You've got the hammer at the top, that top tube bit. And that's for my dad, who's he was a builder and an engineer. I don't know if you can actually do it does it justice, but in different lights it looks like different colours, it fades, it flips, it does everything.
It's a bit heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too heavy.
That was sarcasm, not actually heavy.
No, it's not heavy at all.
That doesn't always come across in these videos.
Sorry. It's seriously light.
Look, it's not carbon superbike light, but it's light.
Yeah, but it rides properly, unlike carbon super bikes that
do you know what?
shit.
I had my first ride and I rang Rob straight away, like literally put the bike in the garage. Rob, I've got to talk to you about the bike. This is fucking amazing. I've got an S-Works tarmac. I've got a pretty good bike, and I like it. And James fed it up nicely. It does ride well, but this just feels completely balanced. It feels like I can do whatever I want with it.
Do you have a multicolored zebra on your shirt?
Yes, a tiger horse.
Ah, you lasered me in the face. It's a beautiful bike, Sanj.
You know those times where I look at it like I look at some of my children sometimes. And you just,
What the flipping?
It's a Fat Max. I've never seen a Fat Max before.
Fat man.
Fat Max.
Fat man.
Fat man.
It's a Fat Max.
Fat man.
Fat man. Screw you, man.
I'm debadging this.
What's he done? Oh, you use a bit of nail varnish remover.
Do you want me to retake that first?
So you've just reduced the reach by what?
So by 3 centimeters just at the bar alone, without changing anything. So we're going to simulate what happens. So this is the
Obviously, this has been built to his original bike fit anyway, but not been set up.
Not been set
That's
up.
why you're here today.
That's what I'm here. Yeah. I knew I was going to do that.
So
it's not my fault.
The original control location on the bike yields a 68.8 centimeter. Oops, sorry, 68.5 centimeter reach. All right. Now, if you change the bar rotation, roll the bar down, and bring the control up, so this is the new control location, 65.5 centimeters. That's a 30 millimeter reduction in reach just by changing how the handlebar is set up. So you can have a really dramatic impact on how a bike feels and how you interact with it just by setting the thing up properly. And you can see the difference here.
It's what you did to the vegan cyclist bike, right?
Exactly, it's what I did to Tyler's bike.
And it makes the drops in a more comfortable position anyway, because they're just, you're falling off them here.
Absolutely, exactly right. So when you're down on the drops, you fall off them.
That's why I was late.
You have to roll the
That's
wrists.
why I was late. I was 10 minutes late.
You're falling off the drops?
Because I was falling off of the drops all the way from London. Super highway, and I got dropped by many bros bikes because I was falling off of the drops.
Paying a little bit of attention to detail can make quite a profound difference. You've got 10 mil above, 10 mil below. It's great, mate. It's fucking perfect. So this is why you buy custom bikes, and we wanted to talk about custom bikes because whenever you buy an off-the-shelf bike, there is always a compromise. There's a compromise in how it fits, how it looks, or how it rides. Usually all three. When you start with a rider and you start by understanding their limitations, their positional limitations, only then can you really build a bike that actually is going to work perfectly. I mean, look at this bike. It's a piece of art. It's got a reasonable length stem. It's got hardly any spaces in it, and actually, when you look at Sanj on it, well, there's your evidence. He's not overstretched. It's just looks nice and comfortable. It's just this is why custom bikes get my juices flowing, because it's built for a cyclist. I've fitted literally thousands of people. I very often have to fit short stems, invert stems, riser handlebars, all these kind of things that are taking the bike outside of its intended kind of positional parameters, as it were. So, yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, you get these guys who are spending 4,000 or 5,000 quid on flashy Italian bikes, off-the-shelf Italian bikes, and then cramming them with 30, 40 mils worth of spacers and not 80 millimeter stems.
Yeah, I feel like the power's smooth. I feel like everything's coming from me. I feel completely comfortable and secure in it. And it's really, and it's not the armchair of a bike that people might think you get with a steel bike. It's completely not. You look at the geometry and you look at like what a field look like on it. It's not. I think personally, you could, if you're in the market and you're thinking, I'm going to go and buy that super bike. Think again and think, I want something built just for me. And the pleasure I've got out of that, because I've done the superbike, is completely different. You forgot, didn't you? Okay. Well, we could pretend you're here. There's a picture of you next to me.
What are you doing? Is this the way you get your training? This is the only riding you do these days, right?
Yeah, you know what? I have thought about putting a turbo in there and do some turbo work, but I've got to park around the corner, so why would I bother?
Oh, the park is about 4 seconds away.
It is literally round the corner.
Don't fall up the stairs, James. James, there is less and less stuff in the shop.
No, there's not. There's more stuff in this.
Really? Well, there's a gap there. What goes there?
Perry and I are going to plug that gap. We're going to put a bike there.
We'll put Lou up there. You go up there. Yeah. I wonder which bike yours is. Oh, one that matches the socks. Oh, I love boxes. What is it?
I know exactly what this is.
It's not a bike.
No, it's not a bike.
It's not wheels.
Excited by toys. Bike fit toys.
What's wrong with sticking your hand up their crotch?
Exactly. That's why I haven't made any. I didn't see him because I don't want to stick my hand up the fucking crotch.
That's not what it is. That happened. That happened.
He shoved it up your crotch. Yeah.
That's
You
why
liked it,
That's
though.
why I came back.
It's the pogo stick. Got to measure stuff when you do bike fit. Be informed about it rather than just my stick.
How much was that?
£4.50, £4.
A lot.
£4.50.
Yeah, that's
You talking about the bike or the stick?
most things are £4.50.
This stick costs me.
Start a £4.50 shop.
It's Brexit's £1 shop. I've met him in person yet, so this is kind of...
Hey! He hasn't got a bike.
You should swing by.
Hey man, alright. Build up.
Good to see you,
bro. I'm not going to design a bike.
Bobby Quick.
Jesus. Bobby Quick. It's like, yeah, I was having a camera stuck in your face.
You can build bikes, but tell them to work an espresso machine and you can't do it.
Mate, I'm a trained barista. If I had an actual, espresso machine,
Oh, yeah, that's
I could
what you
make
need.
the best flat white
Yeah,
in
of course.
London. I need a cartridge to put in.
You must have them somewhere.
Well, you'd think you'd have it next to the espresso.
This is James. Think how James would think.
Oh,
Yeah, that works.
it was literally in the bottom drawer.
Yeah, no, you got to wait for it to stop blinking, no?
I don't know.
How? Then it's hot enough. Wait, just calm down, and then you get your call.
A caveman trying to make.
Check that's not
It's a sparkling water.
It's like when you find the magical wall.
Yeah, because that's all. You know that regular.
Rolled it really fast.
Yeah.
Hang on off my tits, mate. Oh my god, it is like.
When do you find a magic wand? Yeah. Oh. Oh.
I was kind of expecting that. Story of my life.
We'd have opened that one. There's like an
wanna open
actual
this one?
chimpanzee behind there.
So here's my latest bike.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't just yeah, I'll build you a bike. It was you don't want a black bike, Sanj. If you want a black bike, you buy that from somewhere else. Because we talked about yeah.
Is that true? You won't make a black bike?
I will, and I have, but it's kind of like, what's the point? Yeah. And I'm known for my paint jobs as well. I mean, the last guy before Sanjeev who asked for a black bike was Pascal, and he got a bright pink.
54 emails later, we have a bike.
Yeah. Well, that's it. There's a huge conversation in this. Last week, like I got a phone call. Like my phone was ringing. It's Sanjeev, and I knew he was in the process of building it up. So I was expecting that. It's like, oh, this bit maybe, or how do you fit that, or where does this bit go, perhaps, or what have you. He phones up, and basically you'd had your first ride. All sorts of really nice things he said. One of the things he said was he really enjoyed the process, and at times, he's like, it is quite hard with custom because you can't just take it off the shelf. You can't demo ride it. You have to have sort of faith in what other people have said. But that's the best thing hearing where he said A, it was like the best bike he's ever ridden, and B, that it was worth every step, you know, that it was worth spending that money, it was worth waiting that time.
Got gold chain.
Goldie looking chain. It's not actually gold.
He'd been done.
Hold on a minute. It's supposed to be actual gold.
Take it easy. Safe
Good
trip
to
back.
meet you.
Really
Good to
nice
meet
to
you
meet
finally.
How did you open it? I don't even
It's
know.
magic, isn't
I
it?
don't fucking know how it opens.
You have to stroke it and press the right brick in the correct way. Or just jam your fingers in the gap and pull on it.
Is that how you do it? Okay, fine.
So it's a great country. We didn't look behind that one though. Same shit.